It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing.
The effort has to be even greater this time around. Stop messing around and get to the effort.
Momentum from one game to another is overrated.
In a series?
Yeah, it's overrated because guys change up after the game. They kind of let it go. The best players in the world, I know, they're not.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The San Antonio Spurs come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Nuggets. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. It's the Denver Nuggets taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Look at San Antonio. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first two games of a series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Denver. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Jameer Nelson is out there with Harris, and it's Chandler in at the small forward. Both shots good from the stripe.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Gasol. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
The pass to Jokic. Chandler outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Chandler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got his first bucket of the night.
I'm impressed with the motor of Millsap, always around the ball.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jokic. And Gasol sends it back.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots. I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Here's Harris, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And San Antonio called for the foul. The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. Laverne, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Harris drops them both. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. From downtown, a rebound by the Spurs. Their offense came out big in Saturday's game.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well, and you got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
They really played exhausting D out there, just hounding them all night long.
Nelson against Parker. Nelson outside, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And the Spurs making a change. Mills is checked in.
To have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Mike Malone gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about his team's mindset after that opening game loss. And he told me, hey, we're not down. We're on the road. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first two. They're still in position to accomplish that. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Jokic inside, defended by Gasol. Jokic, no good.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
That gives them the lead.
What Kawhi does in the painted area, the tenacity he displays, it's phenomenal.
Chandler outside. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. 6 points for Wilson Chandler.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Shots good by Laverne.
Boy, he reads the defense well, makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
A different look now for San Antonio. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Bertans comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Fareed comes in for Wilson Chandler. Will Barton, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Nelson. Anderson kicks to Green. Anderson the screen. Here's Laverne. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Millsap. Deep two from Murray. And again, Denver no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
For San Antonio, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. Nuggets trail. Barton outside. The rebound by Anderson. The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Mills passes to Bertans. Green kicks to Mills. Here's Laverne. Plumlee with some nice D.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
To the middle, here's Laverne, and Laverne throws it down.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Murray, replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter, Clark in a tie. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Millsap's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Murray and Green team up to make the backcourt. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bertans in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Barton outside. He kicks to Fareed. Inside. Lyles. That shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Anderson. That's now 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Gay comes in for Anderson, and Tony Parker subbed in for Danny Green. Knocks it loose. Parker with the steal. Here's Murray. Finished off the break.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The Nuggets trail by 6. And Parker comes with the help. Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. And stolen by Murray. And now here comes Gay leading the break. And that one's good. Parker.
I like the extra pass. We know Rudy's a shooter first, but he also understands what this offense requires.
Murray kicks to Barton. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. And stolen by Aldridge. And another fast break chance here for the Spurs. Here we go. And that one's good. Parker.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And here are the Nuggets now. In the second quarter, held scoreless. And the call will be against Tony Parker. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
And stolen by Aldridge.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
2 points. That one goes.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Jokic. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. San Antonio with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
He can beat you from long range, mid-range. That time, Aldridge draws the foul inside.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Rudy Gay. He hits the second from the line. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Nelson kicks to Harris. To the inside, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
And it's Denver with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Out to the wing. High arcing shot, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Jokic. Here's Aldridge. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Nelson, no one around him. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 9. Parker passes to Aldridge. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
It's interesting. Aldridge used to shoot more free throws. That's when he used to bang inside. Now he's shooting a lot from the outside, so that trend will likely continue.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets trail by 11. Jokic with his screen on Parker at the elbow. Jokic, he gets that one. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Nelson outside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. Spurs working the ball around now. Down low. The kick out to Aldridge. Passes it to Laverne. Over Jokic. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Three-pointer, Nelson. It doesn't go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Ginobili dishes to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Nelson kicks to Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Parker. The Nuggets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Spurs. Davis Bertans checks in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Denver also making some changes. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Chandler. Will Barton comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Jamal Murray in for Jameer Nelson.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. And stolen by Barton. Shot from 16. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Barton's got his second bucket. And here's Mills for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for this. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after.
And now, the 2K
and
Sports
a heightened
Halftime
atmosphere
Show.
we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey, everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith by my. Checking out the Spurs. Getting out to a 2-0 lead in the series would mean so much to them. And it looks like this game could go down to the wire trying to achieve that goal. This game is definitely still up for grabs, the way these two teams are battling. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, your offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they're just offering enough resistance on D. You got to go out and take it.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well, isn't it nice to have a go-to guy who can punish you inside?
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. San Antonio leading by 4. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Gary Harris is out there with Jameer Nelson. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Got a piece of it. Nelson, the pass to Millsap. Here's Jokic. That one a little long. The Spurs shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And Aldridge slams it in.
I'll tell you what, LaMarcus is rolling. Hard man to stop once he gets going.
Nelson dishes to Harris. Millsap kicks to Nelson. Pass to Jokic. Millsap a screen. Low block shot on the way. Now here's Mills, guarded by Nelson. Shots good by Mills.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
Murray's checked in for San Antonio. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Nelson kicks to Chandler. Here's Jokic, rejected by Gasol.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held him back.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Here's Nelson, and nothing is falling for him right now.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
No good from Ginobili.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Lyles checked in. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. Murray, good.
Great scores like Aldridge. D plays him to shoot. He locates the open man. Easy doing.
Nelson kicks to Harris. Jokic passes to Chandler. Jokic a screen. Takes a shot at the elbow. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Lyles no good.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays. Try to turn the tide.
Murray's checked in for Jameer Nelson. And stolen by Aldridge. Pushing it up. Up the floor. And there's Murray on the assist by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Nuggets trail by 16. That's tipped. Out in his own on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Denver also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Fareed comes in for Trey Lyles. And Barton subbed in for Harris. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Laverne. And Laverne throws it down.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Chandler outside. The Nuggets with another miss. On offense, here are the Spurs. It's been 16 straight unanswered. No good from Gay.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Off the screen. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Martin with it. Now Green defending. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. The drive by Gay. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Nuggets shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And that one's good. Barton.
Paul Millsap with great court vision, spotting the open man.
Here's Bertans. Millsap covering. Bertans' shot is good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Murray kicks to Plumlee. To the inside. Fareed makes it off the glass.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
And Laverne throws it down.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
To the middle, Laverne with the steal. That will count. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And we're back to the act. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Parker and Green are the guard set. Laverne is out there with Anderson. And it's Bertinason at the 3, the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Millsap. Anderson with the block. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And Parker gets it to go. The assist from Green. 6 points for Parker.
I mean, you got to be honest. So the transition defense just has been lacking.
Barton outside. Plumlee sets the pick for Barton. Goes up the baseline. The rebound by Anderson. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Bertans can't get it to go. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the right side. Here's Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol's checked in for Laverne. Aldridge comes in for Kyle Anderson. Leonard, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. And it's Ginobili in for Danny Green. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Gary Harris comes in for Barton. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Murray. Nelson kicks to Millsap. Nelson against Parker. Nelson outside. Here's Fareed. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Just 3 to shoot. Millsap kicks to Fareed.
The length and anticipation of Aldridge, a tough combo to score against.
Denver making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Outside Gasol. Shoots from the baseline, and the jumper is on the mark.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Gasol against Jokic. And stolen by Aldridge. Parker drives in, and it's good for 2. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area. Not many guys with the length to bother him.
Aldridge dishes to Gasol. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 5 assists tonight.
High percentage look for Powell. Won't miss many from that distance.
Chandler down low. Leonard's there. Chandler, no good.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
And the basket by Ginobili.
Finding the man who broke free. The great vision of Pau Gasol making that play happen.
Nelson against Parker. Nelson kicks to Harris. Millsap a screen on Ginobili. Ginobili against Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
And great pick there by Millsap, just clearing out space.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Nuggets with some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Millsap. Arthur comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Jameer Nelson. Moutier kicks to Harris. Lyles passes to Moutier. There's the screen. And the pass to Lyles. On the money with the shot from the left block.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Aldridge.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Moutier kicks to Arthur. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Arthur grabs the board. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris outside. Pass to Lyles. Over Anderson. Anderson with the block. Jokic sets the screen for Moutier. Over Murray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Murray. The feed to Forbes. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's good from Forbes. Both free throws good from Forbes. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Moutier, and so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. Now for Greg Anthony's.
I'm trying to make it now. No, never let it ride your wave. No, no way, no. Never let it ride your wave. No, no way, no. Hard to binge just to ride the rave. $10 million gotta hide to save. Michael Phelps with the swim moves. Michael Jordan with the tennis shoes. Quavo.